your sound down, darling, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Da, 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 da. I know what else is I need to set up. I need to set up a key to switch between this and publisher.
Right, well, don't do it just now.
No, I'm not going to. Absolutely not. Dum, 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 dum. As the wind's calmed down a bit, it was quite wild earlier.
Okay, 5 minutes. Tittle, that's Stephen, is it?
Wow.
No.
Aye, that's Stephen.
Right.
Alright fella, how are you today? You're early, and how's things over in France?
Good evening, Alison. It's certainly not sunny here.
Stephen, Alison et al. Wonder who the et al are tonight. Good. Yeah, not too bad here. Could always be better, but oh, that's a new one. Elijah. Yeah, there was a lot of rain in lots of places. We've been quite lucky in Oban. I guess that's one of the advantages of living in the coast. As long as we don't get a tsunami. Who is Elijah Bagel?
Well, don't know. Do we know? Yeah, right. And whether we know you or not. Good evening.
There's CRPBT.
And Holly.
B.
From the Blaggers. Yeah. So
It's
just
the
choosing
Blaggers,
a
right?
different
Okay,
one.
okay. Good evening, Blaggers. How are we? How's things across the pond?
No, that's not the Blaggers are in.
Oh,
Somerset.
yes, that's sorry. Yes, that's it. Aye.
Well, they were.
Tut tut. Ah, you were
Oh,
Maggie this time,
Maggie.
Holly. Nice, hi Maggie.
Oh, well, that'll be a good team.
Could be, yeah. No Rocky then. Good evening, Caroline, Richard, Phoebe and Tom. Thanks for joining. It's wet and windy here, although not as windy as what it was earlier on. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Oh, who's that?
That's Linda and presumably John. It's Linda and somebody.
Good evening, Linda and somebody.
Probably John.
I'll just mark it as John anyway.
Mhm.
That's what it normally is. And well done on making it. I think that, well, I did actually when we did the quiz in January. I said our next quiz would be on the 28th, but of course there is no Sunday the 28th this month. It feels like it's been a very quick one. And then you'll get a 5 week, well, a full 4 week break from us, because it's a 5 week Sunday next month. 5 Sunday week. 5 Sunday month.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, geez, oh. It's quite remarkable that you'll maybe be able to tell me this, Stephen, because I'm a bit confuzzled with it, and that is that I'm on Wi-Fi now, and I have been using just the Wi-Fi for doing this via the laptop for quite a while now, and since I moved to Wi-Fi, I have never had a dropped frame. I thought it would be the opposite way around. I thought I'd be more likely to get dropped frames using Wi-Fi rather than the hard line. I'm a bit confused. Good evening, Mariana. On your first dry day since Christmas. Are you meaning alcohol dry there or rain dry? Of course.
Good evening, Mariana.
Kitchen all finished now, Mariana? I mean, I'm presuming it is, so everybody hearing as well as yes. Good. Right, well, let's crack on.
A minute past.
As always, 5 rounds. First round is history. Second round, the connection round. I'm quite pleased with the connection round this time. Then picture round, the chain, and general knowledge. So let's see if I can remember what keys is which here. Oh, right, so see, yep, there we go. And good luck, everyone. And here comes first question. Question 1.
It's not coming up. There, look. Oh, wait a minute. I need to pull it forward. That's why.
Yeah.
Okay. In which year did colour TV transmissions begin in Britain? Was it A, 1963, B, 1965, or C, 1967?
So that's question 1. In which year did colour TV transmissions begin in Britain? 1963, 1965 or 1967? Question 2.
Albert Einstein declined the presidency of which country in 1952?
So that's question 2. Albert Einstein declined the presidency of which country in 1952? Question 3.
How many children did Queen Victoria have?
So that's question 3. How many children did Queen Victoria have?
It's tis Linda and John.
Question 4.
Which comedian is regarded as the first person in Britain to make a public call on a mobile phone?
So that's question 4. Which comedian is regarded as the first person in Britain to make a public call on a mobile phone? Question 5.
What was the number of the first Apollo mission to land on the moon?
So that's question 5. What was the number of the first Apollo mission to land on the moon? Question 6.
Cameroon gained its independence from which European country in 1960?
So that's question 6. Cameroon gained its independence from which European country in 1960? Question 7.
What in 1889 became the world's tallest man-made structure?
So that's question 7. What in 1889 became the world's tallest man-made structure? Question 8.
Gregorian is the name of the new style calendar. What was the old one called?
So question 8. Gregorian is the name of the new style calendar. What was the old one called? We have to start thinking about building an ark now. Question 9.
What illuminating addition did Britain's roads first acquire in 1934?
So that's question 9. What illuminating addition did Britain's roads first acquire in 1934? Question 10.
Who rode a horse named Copenhagen at the Battle of Waterloo?
Question 10. Who rode a horse named Copenhagen at the Battle of Waterloo? I'm sure you're a very good cook, Mariana.
So am I. Lots of homegrown
And-
stuff during the summer.
Indeed you are. Moving on, round 2. As always, connection round. First 9 are connected in some way. Question 10, how are they connected? Good luck. Question 1.
The aardvark is endemic to which continent?
So that's question 1. The aardvark is endemic to which continent? Question 2.
Lady Gaga, Robert Downey Jr. and Scarlett Johansson were born and raised in what part of New York?
So that's question 2. Lady Gaga, Robert Downey Jr. and Scarlett Johansson were born and raised in what part of New York? Question 3.
The Orion constellation is most commonly known as what?
So question 3. The Orion constellation, can I speak properly? Constellation is most commonly known as what? Question 4.
By what nickname was Margaret Thatcher known?
That's question 4. By what nickname was Margaret Thatcher known? Question 5.
What species of animal are red, fallow and sika?
I nearly said the answer though. That's question 5. What species of animal are red, fallow and sika? Question 6.
What Italian phrase can mean my goodness or oh my gosh?
So that's question 6. What Italian phrase can mean my goodness or oh my gosh? Question 7.
Which chart-topping woman is the daughter of ex-Blue Peter presenter Janet Ellis?
So question 7. Which chart-topping woman is the daughter of ex-Blue Peter presenter Janet Ellis? Question 8.
Which designer brand uses a triangular logo, makes the Galleria bag and is associated with the colour green?
So that's question 8. Which designer brand uses a triangular logo, makes the Galleria bag and is associated with the colour green? Question 9.
Which musical fantasy gave Julie Andrews her feature movie debut?
So that's question 9. Oh, debut. Which musical fantasy gave Julie Andrews her feature movie debut?
Like to keep you on your toes.
Absolutely, Mrs. Ferris. It's taken me all this time to think about it, but we should actually ask them at the start of the connection round. Feel free to let us know when you think you've got the connection. And question 10.
What's
What's
the
the connection?
connection?
I'll move on, get the answers to those 2 rounds. So, question 1, history. In
which year did colour TV transmissions begin in Britain? And the answer is C, 1967.
And as you can see there, it was Wimbledon, and it was on BBC 2. Question 2.
Albert Einstein declined the presidency of which country in 1952?
And that would be Israel. Question 3.
How many children did Queen Victoria have?
2 more than my mum, and that is 9. Quite scary when you see it like that. Question 4.
Which comedian is regarded as the first person in Britain to make a public call on a mobile phone?
And that is Ernie Wise. Do you remember what the weight, they said the weight of the phone was? As including a battery pack, mind you.
Oh, it was very heavy. It was something
about
like 3
five-
parsleys.
Yeah, it was about 5 kilos or
It
something.
was more than that.
Yeah,
It was even parcels.
complete with
more
huge
than
battery
that.
pack,
It
what have
was
you.
very, very heavy.
Question 5.
What was the number of the first Apollo mission to land on the moon?
And that would be Apollo 11. Question 6.
Cameroon gained its independence from which European country in 1960?
And that is France. Question 7.
What in 1889 became the world's tallest man-made structure?
And that is the Eiffel Tower. Question 8.
Gregorian is the name of the new style calendar. What was the old one called?
That was the Julian calendar. Question 9.
What illuminating addition did Britain's roads first acquire in 1934?
And that would be Cat's Eyes. I was going to ask something else to do with roads on this question, and that was the introduction of white lines, but there was such an argument over that was in 34, I think it was 28, 18 or 1914, so I just, no, never mind. Anyway, question 10.
Who rode a horse named Copenhagen at the Battle of Waterloo?
And that is the Duke of Wellington. As you can tell, he's got his cone in his head there. Round 2. Question 1.
The aardvark is endemic to which continent?
And that would be Africa. Question 2.
Lady Gaga, Robert Downey Jr. and Scarlett Johansson were born and raised in what part of New York?
That would be Manhattan. Question 3.
The Orion constellation is most commonly known as what?
As the Hunter. Question 4.
By what nickname was Margaret Thatcher known?
And that is the Iron Lady. Although, I don't know, was this just in Scotland that she was called the Milk Snatcher, or was that
No.
the whole of? But that's the main one. Question 5.
What species of animal are red, fallow and sika?
That would be deer. Question 6.
What Italian phrase can mean my goodness or oh my gosh?
That would be Mamma Mia. Mamma Mia. Question 7.
Which chart-topping woman is the daughter of ex-Blue Peter presenter Janet Ellis?
And that is Sophie Ellis Bextor. Question 8.
Which designer brand uses a triangular logo, makes a Galleria bag and is associated with the colour green?
And that would be Prada. That bag is £2,995 second hand. Question
When's it
9.
arriving?
Do you remember how long?
I wouldn't thank you for
how
that.
long did you say that's your birthday?
Which musical fantasy gave Julie Andrews her feature movie debut?
Debut. Oh, debut now. That would be Mary Poppins. And question 10,
What's the connection?
as you can see there, it's Meryl Streep. And all the answers are related to her films that she's been in. So, let's see how the scores are. Did you all get the connection and how quickly did you get it? the Blaggers, 12. Excuse me. Stephen, 10. Mariana, 15.
Linda and John are on 12.
Richard and crew on 16. Very good. You see Linda and John on 12.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Right on Alison et al. And what was that? Alison et al. Just come in. 12. 12's a popular score tonight. And Holly and Maggie, you still there? Oh, it's already there.
Ah, the new Mary Poppins.
It's Mary Poppins 2. The return of Mary Poppins. If you scroll, you'll see that the movie poster from that's one of the ones that I put in to show that it was Meryl Streep. So that makes it a valid question. So at the moment, in the lead on 16 is Richard and team. Second on 15 is Mariana, and then we have 3 of you on 12, Holly and Maggie on 11, and Stephen on 10.
Yes, I didn't know anything about it either.
Yeah, well, I hummed and hawed that there was a couple other films that I could have had in Mariana, but then I thought actually, well, that makes it a bit of a curveball, so that's why I put it in. So did you get the connection round? So let's move on to rounds 3 and 4, and as always round 3 is the picture round. So which book does this represent?
I wouldn't have got it either. Oh, we've got Alan and Becky.
Oh, good evening.
I did wonder if they were maybe with us. They're on 10.
Alan and Becky on 10. Good evening, Alan and Becky. Thanks for joining. This is called Albie. Picture 2. Name the movie. Picture 3. Who is this? You have a nice birthday, Alan. They're having problems getting. I think that's just me. Picture 4. What kind of fish is that? Apart from an ugly one. Mind you, all fish are ugly, aren't they? When you get them out of the water.
That's something I really thought. Some are worse than others.
Yeah.
Thought you were quite keen on sharks. You find them
I am.
beautiful.
I am. I was actually reading a very interesting one about a shark that got caught in a pool in America, and how the guy was really excited because it gave him a chance to tag it. Can't remember what type of shark. Oh, it was a great white and a female, and the job they had trying to get her to go back out to sea, because the pool was then low sandbanks, then a shallow mouth, and then, but eventually they managed to get it, and he was really looking forward to seeing all her movement, and for some reason the tag failed. So I didn't get any info at all. Anyway, picture 5, what company is that logo? Orcas are
They're beautiful, yes, but they're not fish.
correct. I mean, but why do they have to complicate things? Why can they not just make it everything in the sea is a fish?
Because it's a different type of animal.
Picture 6, what country flies that flag? You remember?
Yes. But never would I get in a million years if we hadn't looked at it today.
Picture 7, what UK #1 song is represented in this picture? Picture 8, what is that? Picture 9, what TV game show is this? Was it on every day or was it just one day of the week?
Oh, I think it was just one.
So there was, well, mind you, there's not many on these days as well, but there was that many on back then as well, wasn't there? There seemed to be one on every day. And finally, picture 10, name that lion. This lion. If Fiona remembers very fondly.
Mm-hmm.
Fancy Maggie to get that.
Yeah, she'll get that.
Right, moving on to round 4. Chain, as always, the answer to the first question, the last letter is the first letter of the next answer, and so on. Good luck, everybody. Question 1.
According to the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, the answer to life, the universe, and everything else is what?
So that's question 1. According to the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, the answer to life, the universe, and everything else is what? I remember driving them mental in the only pub in Call when I was over there working one night. Question 2.
Which group had hits in the 80s with 2 songs about Joan of Arc?
So that's question 2. Which group had hits in the 80s with 2 songs about Joan of Arc? Question 3.
Who played the 10th TV Doctor Who?
So that's question 3. Who played the 10th TV Doctor Who? Question 4.
Dodoma is the capital city of which country?
So that's question 4. Dodoma is the capital city of which country? Question 5.
What term means of the stars?
So that's question 5. What term means of the stars? There are a few, but there's only one that will apply to the how it fits in on the chain. Question 6.
Webb's Wonderful and Winter Density are varieties of which vegetable?
So that's question 6. Webb's Wonderful and Winter Density are varieties of which vegetable? Question 7.
Who is the Greek equivalent of the Roman god Cupid?
That's question 7. Who is the Greek equivalent of the Roman god Cupid? Question 8.
Which coniferous tree contains every vowel in its name?
So that's question 8. Which coniferous tree contains every vowel in its name? Question 9.
What is the more common name for ethylene glycol?
That's question 9. What is the more common name for ethylene glycol? Glycol.
I think it's glycol.
And finally, question 10.
At the start of a standard game of Monopoly, if you throw a double six, which square would you land on?
So that's question 10. At the start of a standard game of Monopoly, if you throw a double six, which square would you land on? Get an extra 5 seconds on that one. Get the answers to those 2 rounds now. So picture round 3, and this represents the book A Tale of Two Cities. Picture 2, the movie is The Great Escape, which Steve McQueen was the cooler king, wasn't he? Picture 3, that is Jim Ratcliffe. Picture 4, this fish is a barracuda. Picture 5, this is the logo of Procter and Gamble. Picture 6, this is Azerbaijan. Picture 7, the UK number 1 represented here is China in your hand. Picture 8, that is a traffic cone from above. Picture 9, the TV game show is Mr. and Mrs. What's his name? Nicholas Parsons?
I don't know. No, I don't think it is.
Oh no, it isn't. Picture 10, and this lion's name is Parsley.
We watched a whole episode
We did.
of this, where something about when Parsley lost his tail.
Yeah.
On the strength of finding this picture, we then thought we'll just watch it.
15 minutes or something wasn't
Yeah.
it? Anyway, oh, here's what did you know, and that is, did you know that Greenland sharks can live up to 500 years? They don't reach sexual maturity until they are over 100 years old, and when they get pregnant, gestation lasts up to 18 years. You know now. Alright, let's move on to answers for the chain. Question 1.
According to the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, the answer to life, the universe and everything else is
42. Question 2.
which group had hits in the 80s with 2 songs about Joan of Arc?
And that is Orchestral Manoeuvres in the Dark, also known as OMD.
For the purposes of this, it's OMD.
Question 3.
Who played the 10th TV Doctor Who?
That is David Tennant. Question 4.
Dodoma is the capital city of which
Do you
country?
remember?
I think it's Tanzania.
Correct, Amando. Question 5.
What term means of the stars?
And that would be astral. Question 6.
Webb's wonderful and winter density are varieties of.
Lettuce. Question 7.
Who is the Greek equivalent of the Roman god Cupid?
That is Eros. Question 8.
Which coniferous tree contains every vowel in its name?
And that is the sequoia tree. Question 9.
What is the more common name for ethylene glycol?
And that would be antifreeze. And question 10.
At the start of a standard game of Monopoly, if you throw a double 6, which square would you land on?
You would land on Electric Company. There it's there. Right, let's catch up, see how everybody's done on those rounds. There we are.
I got talking to a man on the train on Friday. The train was jam-packed, not a seat to be had. Don't know why everybody wanted to come to Malig. No, it wasn't Friday, Monday. Malig or Oban in the middle of February. Anyway, this man had been everywhere in the world,
Allegedly.
including Tanzania. He'd been everywhere, in the Antarctic, every place. And he was so well travelled, and we had a lovely conversation. But I somewhat trumped him by me hardly ever going anywhere. it was just, it got quite boring. Like everywhere he'd been everywhere.
Yeah, allegedly.
No, it was absolutely. He was only on the train for the trip to Fort William. Railway enthusiast.
But so it's Alison on Ital on 23, Blaggers on 23, Holly and Maggie on 20, Richard and gang on 34.
Alan and Becky on 19.
Alan and Becky on 19.
And
Mariana on 32.
I'm just waiting on Linda,
Linda and John. And Stephen there. No, waiting on Stevens. Now, after me saying about not having any drop frames, and I noticed we're stuck in a bit. That's the first time we've had it.
Have you got Mariana there?
I've got Mariana, yep. Just waiting on Linda and John. I'm waiting on Stephen.
And you've got, I mean, Alison might be playing on her own, I don't know. She might not be.
Well,
Al.
yeah, but that is just.
She might just be Al.
Yeah, you know, I just do that so I don't forget.
Sam, do you get it? She might just be Al.
Al, yeah. Oh, you're an absolute riot, darling. What can I say? There we are, Stephen. 16. Well, I think it's fair to say that I've managed to make this one kind of reasonably difficult. So at the moment, we're still waiting on Linda and John.
Yes, it's been not connecting.
Yeah, I think there's something going on somewhere. So, got it yet?
No, nothing yet.
It's typical.
You just read out what you've got.
Yep, so at the moment we've got Richard and team on 34, then we have Mariana on 32, and then it's Alison and Blaggers on 23, Holly and Maggie on 20, Alison and Becky, Albie on 19, Stephen on 16.
Right, here's it's just coming in.
Oh, here it comes. Drum roll. Long drum. Oh.
22 altogether.
22. That's cool. Okay. So it's still tight at the top. So let's move into the final round. General knowledge, as always. So good luck, everybody. And question 1.
Approximately what percentage of the world lives in the northern hemisphere? Is it A 57%, B 73%, or C 87%?
So that's question 1. Approximately what percentage of the world lives in the northern hemisphere? Is it A 57%, B 73%, or C 87%? I look forward to doing this one in Hope Kitchen. I think it'll be a good crack that night. Question 2.
In the acronym NCIS, what does the C stand for?
So that's question 2. In the acronym NCIS, what does the C stand for? Question 3.
Who is the author of Jurassic Park?
So that's question 3. Who is the author of Jurassic Park? Question 4.
How many stars are on the flag of the European Union?
So that's question 4. How many stars are on the flag of the European Union? Question 5.
The Hyundai Motor Company was founded in which country?
That's question 5. The Hyundai Motor Company was founded in which country? Apparently it's Hyundai.
It's Hyundai in my.
Where we
In
come
my
from,
book,
it's
yeah.
Hyundai.
It is, yeah.
Doesn't matter what they think it is in North Korea, South Korea, sorry, even over here, or in China, or in America, or in Wales, or in
Well, I'm sure that when
Russia.
I'm sure that when Stephen hears people talking in France about Scotland, they don't pronounce it Scotland like we do. They have their own word for it. So
Correct.
I can have my own word for that.
Okay,
And my own pronunciation.
Right, question 6.
What is xenophobia the fear of?
That's question 6. What is xenophobia the fear of?
And you'll be getting a big row at the end of this.
Before?
I can't say.
No,
yet.
right. So far, we've done absolutely nothing wrong in this. So I've got to do something. Can I get through it perfectly? Come on. Question 7. And
Yes, there we
of
are,
course,
yes.
yeah.
Foie gras. Did you like that, Stephen? Foie gras is a French delicacy typically made from what part of a duck or goose?
So that's question 7. Foie gras is a French delicacy typically made from what part of a duck or goose?
See, that's different because that is what it's called.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have our own word for that.
Maybe we do, but I can't see it. Question 8.
In a standard set of playing cards, which is the only king without a moustache?
So that's question 8. In a standard set of playing cards, which is the only king without a moustache? I know what I did wrong.
Do you?
Yeah. Oops. Getting old.
Thanks, Stephen.
You're such a sook. Question 9.
In what year did Facebook launch? Was it A, 2002, B, 2004, or C, 2006?
That's question 9. In what year did Facebook launch? Was it A, 2002, B, 2004, or C, 2006? Stevie's saying he's maybe going to be coming over early April. That'd be good.
Right.
That'd be nice. And finally, question 10.
Which country has the world's largest crocodile farming industry? Is it A, Australia, B, Brazil, or C, Thailand?
So that's question 10. Which country has the world's largest crocodile farming industry? Is it Australia, Brazil, or Thailand?
Missed an apostrophe there.
Oh no! Is that worse than the mistake?
No.
And it wasn't. It's not me that's missed it. It's you.
I know that.
Okay, moving on to the answers to general knowledge. And question 1.
What percentage of the world lives in the northern hemisphere? And the answer is it's a staggering 87%.
When you see the representation of it, it suddenly becomes not so staggering. You know, it's yeah. Because even for all Australia is a massive country, it doesn't have a massive population really. Question 2.
In the acronym NCIS, the C stands for
Criminal. Question 3.
who is the author of Jurassic Park?
That would be Michael Crichton. Question 4.
How many stars are on the flag of the European Union?
That would be 12. Is that to represent the 12 original?
Well, that's what you always tell me.
Is it? Okay. Must be then. Question 5. This might be one of the careers.
Yes. The Hyundai Motor Company was founded in as the previously mentioned, South Korea.
But at least I said North Korea first.
You're quickly ramming in as many countries as you could.
Yep. Question 6.
What is xenophobia the fear of?
It's not the fear of poison, it's the fear of dogs. Question 7.
Foie gras is a French delicacy typically made from what part of a duck or goose?
Say foie gras again.
No, it's a liver.
Question 8.
In a standard set of playing cards, which is the only king without a moustache?
Do you remember?
I think it's hearts.
Yeah, you thought it was diamonds, didn't you? It's hearts. As you can see. Question 9.
In what year did Facebook launch?
It launched in 2004. And finally, question 10.
Which country has the world's largest crocodile farming industry?
And that would be C, Thailand. Right.
Tam gave me the job of finding a question for the last question of the quiz, and I thought, a subject completely random that I know nothing about, and I thought, wonder if there's crocodile farming, and yes, there is, and I recommend a wee look on YouTube, not for too long, because it's.
But I've got to say, you said there that you're no expert or whatever. I thought you were indeed an expert on alligators and crocodiles.
Only the difference between one and the other, very roughly, on a screen, not in real life. I wouldn't be that close.
So that's
but it's quite astonishing that the amount of industry.
Yeah.
And it's just like all industrial farming.
Yeah, and we were going to try and have the numbers as our tie break, but it was a bit too convoluted.
Too approximate.
Yeah. Alison finished on 27.
And also Alan and Becky on 27.
Stephen, 7 out of 10 there, Stephen, well done. So what did you say, Alison and Becky on?
27.
Albie, 27, yeah, good finishing round. Mariana, 39, that was a good finishing round as well.
Indeed, yeah.
Oh, Richard on 40, Richard and team are on 40.
Right, and Linda and John are on total tonight of 30.
Yeah, very good. So
yes.
you all did good scoring in the final round. We've still got Miss Holly and Maggie. Come on, Holly, Maggie, keep it up. And I've been seeing Richard and team all night, so I'm going to finish it off with. There we are, 27, Holly and Maggie. Aye, so
yes,
you're all finished at 7, robbed by Meryl Streep. Yeah. Well, you could actually say robbed by Mary Poppins. So the quiz winners tonight are Caroline, Richard and team. So there you are, Caroline.
Yes, well
I've been saying
done.
Richard all night first. So yeah, very well done. Good score of 40.
And Marianne just.
Marianne, unlucky, just 1 point
behind.
Yes. Yep. And then after that we have the next best is the Blaggers and Linda and John on 30. That's correct, yeah. And then we have 1, 2, 3 teams on 27. Albie, Alan and Becky, Holly and Maggie, and Alison et al. And Stephen on 23. Very good, good scoring. Well done, Caroline, Richard.
Yes, excellent.
Very good. Before we go into our tie break, I'm just going to say when will our next quiz be? Well, you all know by now that it's the last Sunday of the month. Anyway, or if you don't know, you should. But then you, I don't know. Which is on the 29th the 29th. Right, well. So you say you got 10 in the last round, Holly. Anyway, let's go rid. So the next quiz is on the 29th. Yeah, definitely the 29th of March, and it's a 5 Sunday month. Yes, that gives me a wee bit more time to do it.
Tam will be doing it on his own.
Yes, I'll be doing it on. I'll be flying solo, so bear with me. Yeah, because Fiona might be doing the quiz from Luxembourg, as a matter of fact. That's a
might be. Mm-hmm.
So come on to support her husband.
If I can.
Yeah. But anyway, so let's move into the.
I'll be speaking fluent French by then.
Yeah, well, either that or Luxembourgish. So, our tie-break question tonight is, to the nearest foot, how tall is the world's largest sequoia tree?
There's another missing apostrophe.
I'll give you two chances to spot
No,
it.
I didn't see that question written down.
Yeah, excuses.
And in fact, we shouldn't have a full stop after. Shouldn't be 2 sentences either. However.
Well, I can if I want. And I did. My quiz.
Thanks, Mariana.
I've got the parties organised already. You might be arriving at a good time, Stephen. Right, so do Stephen's saying 300.
Alan and Becky are saying it's quite precise, 469.8.
Brilliant. Mariana is saying 297.
Linda and John are saying 311.
Linda and John 311. Holly and Maggie are saying 800. We've got the Blaggers. Where's the Blaggers? 247. The Blaggers, Richard and Co. Caroline saying 783. It'll be good to see you, fella. Really good to see you. I'm looking forward to it. Alison, where's Alison at 455? Okay. I actually thought, I don't know if you can spot it, the faded picture with the name General Sherman. That is actually the name of the world's largest sequoia tree, and quite remarkably as well, it's 36. It's got a 36-foot diameter, and because of its height and its diameter, it makes it the largest living thing on by volume on the planet. You know, it's quite remarkable. But anyway, the actual height of it is 275 feet, and that makes
the Blaggers maybe.
Mariana.
Oh yeah.
Yes, Mariana by 6 feet. Oh wait, Mariana by 6 feet is the tie-break winner. Whoa, that was whoa. That was what's happened there? I dropped the thing. Where's it gone?
I've got it. It was here.
I've no idea what's happened now. Right, anyway, I'll just take that away. So yes, Mariana, well done. You're the tie-break winner. I dropped my pad onto the keyboard.
There was a few people there within the same ballpark.
Yeah, absolutely, in the ballpark. But I love it when we get tie breaks like this, where it's. I mean, look at the difference in.
When Tam said what height it was, the actual answer, I said, I don't think that's very high.
Yeah.
But, and then So
It's about 6 or 7 foot taller than the Eiffel Tower. Well, that's great. Thank you very much. What's that?
oh,
A Huon pine in Taz.
Tasmania. Almost as strong.
Aye, but not quite as. And that still isn't the tallest tree. I can't. The tallest tree is a pine tree, but I can't remember.
No, you asked for the tallest tree. That's your question, so it better be right.
No, can I? No.
You
Top
asked
that
for
type of check. There's a. So largest I call you.
Right, okay.
Right, so I'm correct. Right, so
Right.
thanks everybody. Yep, and well done again, Caroline, Richard, and team.
Yes,
and well done,
right.
Mariana. And we'll see you all 5 weeks' time. So enjoy your month ahead.
Yes, I hope it stays dry, Mariana, for you to get everything dried out.
Absolutely. Take care, everyone, and see you soon, Stevie.